Endlessly crunchable, easy to store, no refrigeration required. I think cabbage might rank up there as one of the most perfect vegetables for cruisers. Hi, I'm Nica and welcome to the Boat Galley podcast. I'm talking about cabbage. I got 10 uses for you, even though there are so many more. Today's episode of the Boat Galley podcast is sponsored by Roam Devices. Their Marine Monitor is a premium boat monitoring system that allows you to stay informed with what's happening on your boat while you're ashore. It's just $3.49, $5 a month. Never be caught off guard by a failing battery or a burnt-out bilge pump. Your boat will text you as soon as anything starts going wrong. The Roam Devices app shows a real-time view of your boat's status and location with an awesome built-in remote anchor alarm. RoamDevices.com. That's ROAM devices.com. Never worry about your boat from afar again. Use coupon code BOATGALLEY for an exclusive 5% discount. Cabbage? Really? Cabbage? Sure. It's high in fiber, high in vitamin C. It's often inexpensive, but not exactly the case here in French Polynesia. But why do I think that cabbage might rank up there with onions and garlic as the perfect cruiser vegetable? Well, it's long-lasting without refrigeration. You can carry a lot of it with you when you go places and still have vegetables when most of the other ones might not be around. But cabbage! The immediate mental association is of a vaguely institutional lingering stench. And yeah, okay, fine. Overcook the stuff? You'll be reminded of that because of the nice lingering sulfury smell for days. But who says you have to overcook it? 10 uses for cabbage in no particular order. And there are way more than 10. Just do a quick Google for recipes and you're going to find them. There are a ton in the Boat Galley cookbook. But how do I use cabbage on board? In no particular order. Shred it up. Finely shred it as a taco topping. Or to add bulk to soup or stew. We had chicken last night, and I chopped up a couple of leaves of cabbage to put in while I was cooking the chicken. You can make cabbage rolls, deconstructed ones, or just regular ones. I use it often as a stand-in for celery, or some other largely tasteless, mostly there for crunch ingredient in things like chicken salad. I use it raw. I don't cook it in that way. Kimchi. I haven't made it yet, but boy do I like the taste of it. That spicy, garlicky Korean condiment. There's a great recipe for kimchi coming from cruiser friend John Herlig that's part of the Storing Food Without Refrigeration book that's available at the Boat Galley, and I'll actually put a link in the show notes too. I often will start sautéing up some onions and some garlic, and then I'll throw in some shredded up cabbage as a bulky way to add things to a stir fry, add some extra ginger to it, and I've got a really great start to a good stir fry where the other vegetables can serve a more highlighty sort of a route, particularly if you don't have a lot of extra vegetables. You can make coleslaw. I'll make coleslaw with a traditional mayonnaise-based dressing, and I'll also do a cabbage salad that is made with a vinaigrette, and that's just spectacular. I use cabbage as a more substantial substitute for lettuce when I'm doing things like beef lettuce wraps, which I tend to make with lentils and not beef because I don't often have access to beef out here. Sauerkraut. You can make your own sauerkraut. Fermenting's the new thing, right? You can roast cabbage, chop it into wedges, roast it or grill it, and the edges just get brown and caramelized. Oh, wow, it's delicious. Cabbage is great any place that you could use more crunch, more vegetables, more bulk. How do I keep my cabbage? I keep mine in the veg bin. It's in a dark yet airy space that's in the bookshelf. It's underneath the side deck. And I use it by pulling off the leaves. I don't cut it in half and shred it that way, although that definitely makes nicer, thinner shreds and shards. But if you pull off the leaves and you work it out from the outside in, only at the end do I chop into it as a whole thing. And yeah, sometimes it starts to go off and you can smell it, sorry, but you can rescue the cabbage, you don't have to throw the whole thing out. You can cut off just the rotten part. And then when that happens, using up the rest of that cabbage moves to the top of the use it list. And so that might be, oh, we're just going to have some cabbage rolls, or we're going to make a stir fry with an awful lot of cabbage to be as a big part of the vegetable. Cabbage is an incredible, versatile nutrition powerhouse that has the added benefit of being relatively easy to find. And that's with an asterisk. Anybody listening who's in French Polynesia, you kind of have to make sure that you get to the supply ship when it comes in, because sometimes those cabbages go quickly from the shelves. So get to the ship and buy it that way. But in the States, it's pretty easy to find. It lasts for a really long time. When other vegetables are a thing of the past, we know we always have cabbage on the boat. I can't wait to share an anchorage with you when we get to toast to our incredible good fortune at being able to live this amazing lifestyle, even if sometimes we can't find all the different vegetables that we might totally prefer. Thank you so much for listening to the Boat Galley podcast. We love hearing from our listeners. We love it when you share us with your friends. We love knowing that we've helped make boat life just a little bit better. And hey, don't forget, go out and buy a cabbage and start experimenting today. Have the most spectacular week.